The flashing blue and red lights felt like a violation, staining the peaceful green of my vineyard. They said my heirloom grapevines, the ones my grandfather smuggled over from the old country, were an invasive species. A formal complaint had been filed by the new luxury housing development bordering my land. Their manicured lawns and identical houses looked down on my family's legacy, calling it an eyesore, a threat. The officer, a young man who looked like he'd never had dirt under his fingernails, handed me a citation. I had 30 days to rip it all out. 30 days to destroy a century of history. My hands shook, not with fear, but with a cold, rising fury. They thought money and lawyers could erase my roots, but they didn't know what those roots were truly made of. I didn't hire a flashy lawyer. Instead, I went to the county archives, my fingers tracing the faded ink on century-old property deeds. I spent nights in the library, poring over agricultural laws and zoning regulations that were older than the state itself. And there it was, a forgotten easement, a clause in the original land grant from 1920. It gave my property agricultural priority, protecting not just the land, but the specific heirloom crops planted on it. It was a legal shield forged by my ancestors. The new development, in their haste to build, had overlooked this tiny, powerful detail. Their multi-million-dollar project was built on land that was legally subordinate to my humble grapevines. I didn't just present the easement, I filed a countersuit. My legal argument wasn't just about my vines. It was about their environmental interference. Their construction runoff had altered the soil's pH. Their towering houses cast long shadows, depriving my vines of precious afternoon sun. I had soil samples, sun charts, and generations of farming knowledge. The judge looked not at a simple farmer, but at a man defending his heritage with the precision of a surgeon. The final ruling was a symphony of justice. Not only was the citation dismissed, but the development was ordered to build a retaining wall and pay damages for the disruption to my historic agricultural enterprise. They had called the cops on my vineyard, but I had called on history, and history always wins. If this story resonated with a part of you that refuses to be erased, a gentle click of the like button would mean more than you know. It's a quiet way of saying that roots matter. Remember, the world will often try to pave over what it doesn't understand, but don't ever let them. Your history, your passion, your truth that isn't an inconvenience, it's your anchor. And sometimes, the oldest roots have the strongest hold.